My people wonder, they say shall never end. They said this Queen Naomi's second full moon ritual that was just concluded, I think a day ago. They said there have been so much revelation, as in whereby a lot of people have been exposed, a whole lot of people, especially those that KabiEsi thought that are working with him, not knowing that they are working against him. Yes, so they say one of them happens to be Igbi's uncle. And this Igbi's uncle, from what we heard, allegedly, do not forget that I do not live in the palace. These are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. Okay? So, they said this particular uncle in question, that is Igbi's uncle, is one man that KabiEsi can beat his chest and say, okay, I trust this one. Because most of the times that Igbi will commit all that she is committing in the palace, this is the one man that KabiEsi will call and tell to talk to Igbi, because KabiEsi trusts him a whole lot. And when the uncle comes to the palace, the way he will be talking to Igbi in the presence of KabiEsi will be thinking that this man is not supporting Igbi in any way, not knowing that they are working together. They say time without number, this uncle have come to the palace to beg KabiEsi to please tamper justice with mercy. And because of the way he has presented himself before KabiEsi as a good uncle who advises Igbi, KabiEsi often listens to him, from what we heard though. But this last one, they said this uncle in question is one of those people, even though he is not from Ile-Ife, he is one of those people who manipulate that dark shrine. There was a time we got an information, allegedly, that there was a particular part of the palace where KabiEsi cannot go, and some elders now use the opportunity to go there and build a dark shrine. A dark shrine where they do the things that are not supposed to be done in the palace against KabiEsi's throne. And this uncle in question, that is Igbi's uncle, is part of those working towards dethroning KabiEsi, allegedly. They are unverified information. Always bear that in mind, okay? So, now, after this whole thing started happening to these people, then another person, which they say up till now is still shock KabiEsi, is that cocoa man. They said that man was doing well in cocoa business. And anytime he has showdown in his business, KabiEsi normally lifts this man up. There was a time they said he was critically ill, very ill, that even after selling his product, his cocoa product, it wasn't enough to take good care of him, such that KabiEsi have to fly him abroad for treatment. KabiEsi paid for all the trip, all the expenses. They say his wife went there with him. His son also went there with him. It was KabiEsi who catered for all the expenses. Then when he returned back and was complaining that he is stranded, he is always unhappy due to the fact that his only source of livelihood have been, will I say, finished or something of that nature. The KabiEsi gave him huge amount of money to set him up again. And because this man does not have a good heart, they said he keep having showdown in business. KabiEsi keep pushing him, thinking that he is trying his best. Maybe it is because one problem or the other, not knowing that it is the gods who is bringing him down as much as he is trying to bring KabiEsi down. They said this particular man in question is planning with some people that KabiEsi have chased out of the palace. There are some elders then. We got an information that KabiEsi dissolved their government and sent them out of the palace, warning them never to cross their council of chiefs again. They said this group of people, they have their own group where they work towards dethroning KabiEsi. And this particular cocoa man in question and Igbi's uncle is part of it. Igbi's uncle's part, they said his own is to be manipulating the palace spiritually through their dark group cult and something of that nature, you know. And Igbi is part of it too. But my question is, what will Igbi gain if KabiEsi is being dethroned? Because come to think of it, Igbi is doing buga right now. Igbi is showing herself as the first wife of the king because KabiEsi is still the king. If they dethrone KabiEsi, what will she gain? That is the question that I keep asking anytime I hear things like this. Why will you be working with your uncle to dethrone your husband, the person you called your husband? Or is it that your mission in the palace is to dethrone him? How much did they pay you? That is if all this information is true, because I do not live there. Now here we hear. So judging from what we are hearing, allegedly, if it is true that Igbi is working with his uncle to dethrone KabiEsi, maybe because of Queen Naomi, what will she gain? By the time they dethrone KabiEsi, she will still lose now. She will lose because there will be no king for her to be a queen to. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. To me, it doesn't make sense. It simply means that you are not wise. Working against your husband for people to dethrone him. How much are they going to pay you? Or did they promise you that the next king will be your husband by all means? Or they will make you the next king? I don't know now. I'm just asking. So they said Iyanifa have revealed a whole lot. And when KabiEsi got the information, especially that of Igbi's uncle, KabiEsi was surprised and shocked. Why would this man come all the way from Ebira to come and be working against him in his palace? They said KabiEsi did not only give an order that the uncle should not enter the palace again. They said anytime they see him around Ile-Ife kingdom at all, they should catch him. They should catch him. And whatever KabiEsi plays for him, he will be dancing it. That he's no longer going to keep quiet. And that is why they say some elders have come out to tell KabiEsi that keeping Igbi to this close to you is still detrimental to you and to the throne. Keep her at the arm distance, or if possible, do away with her, settle her, let her go. But they said Iyanifa is saying that it is not KabiEsi's decision to make, that the gods will take care of that when the time comes. I just pray that the gods will do it fast though, before Igbi will buy or do something that a lot of people will regret before the gods will arise. Anyway, I believe that their gods still protect them, and that is why with everything they have done, they have not gotten KabiEsi to where they wanted him. Because you cannot tell me that they started these plans today. They have started it long ago, but that which is protecting Queen Naomi and KabiEsi is still protecting them against their gangs and their plots. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing now. And I say, let me come and share it with you. Always bear in mind that these are unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be taken as fact unless you verify them. Always bear that in mind, okay? Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.